Hi! Hey, everybody! Welcome to a special diseased edition of the Tag of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira.
Hey, everybody! I'm Olivia Mine. Kevin is officially dying as we speak.
It's the Novo virus, apparently.
Make sure to take a picture of this boy right here, because it'll be all over the internet tomorrow. Found dead in his apartment.
No flashbulbs. Good.
We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles. Coming up on today's show, celebrities can help sell anything, but you've never even seen them hawk goods like this. We will show you one of history's greatest car commercials and around the net. Then we'll look at Invasion and Life of Brian on DVD Tuesday.
Plus, oh, Yahoo. It used to be like the search engine on the internet, but now many feel that it's not taking enough chances to get back in the game. Can it be saved, or is it a dinosaur of the .com past?
Wow.
We'll investigate. In the loop, then throw out your keyboard. Belkin's got a new slim-down speed pad that'll make PC gaming easier. Throw it out.
No, I'm not allowed
We'll review it on Gadget Prod. It's so tethered. You're like,
We got virtual audience. My shoulder still hurts.
aww.
But first, let's count up the votes and award some delegates.
That's right. We're going to go around the net. All right, let's start things off, as we so often do, with someone getting hurt. Because nothing is so pure, really.
That is so true. And within that pure category, there is nothing so true. So universally loved as a crotch hit, especially when the guy getting hit doesn't see it coming.
Ah! Oh, it's getting tight. Oh. That's so funny. Don't touch me.
I love it. They're like, wait, don't touch me, man. I may have, like, fractured a testy or something. Like, you never know.
Yeah?
You can't just get up right away.
You can fracture a testy?
I think you can. You can sprain one, that's for sure.
Well, I actually like that instead of trying to help their friend get up, these kids just surround him, capture his pain on their cell phone.
Yeah, I love the internet generation.
Right?
Oh, someone's crying. Get it on YouTube now.
Make some money on break. In at number 4 today is an astounding film review that will change the way you look at cinema.
Look, as we all know, Rambo came out last weekend, and if you're one of the millions of guys who smeared their faces with mud and took off their shirts and cheered at the on-screen kill fest, then you understand how awesome Rambo is.
People did that?
I did. Just for the trailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to iTunes and was watching it and got all naked in my chair. It was great. Hop on over to reality.
Well, Rambo is pretty awesome. Apparently it's the most gory movie out there right now. And finally, someone put into words what we all felt while watching Stallone single-handedly topple the Burmese government.
I went to see Rambo, the new movie. It just came out on Friday. Yesterday. It was really good. Had a lot of heads getting blown off, and there was a lot of blood and violence. It was great. It's been a damn long time since I've seen a movie that made me on the edge of my seat for the last battle. The last battle was the best part of the movie. Well, it was a good movie, and I recommend you see this film. 5 out of 5 stars. I don't give that too often. This has been a Sex Man review.
That is a damn sexy title card.
That guy is awesome. He's so cute.
He has better graphics than we do. You see that?
I love him. Now, when we found this video, we thought we had an internet mystery on our hands.
Yeah, the kid is actually not the YouTube user who posted the video, so we put our Nancy Drew minions on the case, and we found the person behind it all.
That's right. Now, his name, his YouTube name is Prawn2Forever, but he goes by the name
Sex Man. We salute you. Well done, buddy.
Well done.
His review gets 5 stars out of 5.
I'd like him to come on and do a little banter with Chris Gore.
He should come on and review some film scores.
That would be awesome.
All right, at number 3 today is a video of a near-fatal incident at last weekend's Monte Carlo rally.
Okay, now, for some reason, I don't know why, a police officer decided to slowly walk to the other side of the road during the race. You know, the one where 1,000 pounds of aluminum and steel come barreling toward you at hundreds of miles an hour? Yeah, let's cross the street.
Yeah, why not? You see the way he tried to play that off?
Yeah.
No, it's cool. I totally calculated that. Yeah, physics major.
Yeah, he just tries to play it off.
That's the best part of the video, I think.
It is. I would think so. I actually, it's like he's going, yeah, everybody just stay back, folks. Nothing to see here. You could have been showered with my splatter remains, but now you just get to watch cars go fast.
No entrails today. It's cool.
No. And number 2 today is a commercial from Clear Blue, a company dedicated to helping ladies get preggers.
Oh, yeah. They've got a variety of devices for sale, like, easy fertility monitors and digital ovulation tests, which I didn't know ovaries went digital. That's kind of cool. But this commercial for the Clear Blue Easy Digital Pregnancy Test will make you want to run out and buy a creative test just so you can pee on them, even if you're a dude. I'm telling you. Watch.
It has arrived. The next generation of pregnancy test. Its design breathtakingly simple. Its circuitry incredibly precise. Without a doubt, it is the most sophisticated piece of technology you will ever pee on. Finally, a test that can be used up to 4 days early and also gives you a result in words. Clear Blue Digital Pregnancy Test. So advanced, it's easy.
You know what? No.
Yeah.
That is not the most advanced piece of technology you can pee on.
It's not?
No, the real doll is.
Oh, man. You pee on your real doll?
Well, I'm not saying I'm saying some people might.
But then you have to go and clean the real doll.
No, it's like cooking meat on a grill. You want to leave a little on there just for the flavor. You don't want to clean it every time you use it.
Yes, you do.
Well, we agree to disagree then.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing says the joy of pregnancy better than being reminded that you're probably going to be peeing all over your hands, though. I do like that. No?
Exactly. Now let me again repeat what they said. It is the most sophisticated piece of technology you will ever pee on.
Yeah.
I should get my manila envelope thing like you. That's pretty awesome. It is the most amazing technology you will ever pee on.
By the end of the show, you will say that and the words will appear on the screen.
Promise?
No,
Why does it only happen
no
for
idea
you?
we can do it. I'll MS Paint something and we'll cut
All right.
through it.
Well, I have to say, though, even though they say that, it does not change the fact that no woman can aim as well as that commercial leads you to believe.
I was like, you guys are snipers.
It's hard.
You're urinary assassins.
Even if you're, like, braced yourself and you're trying to do it,
Do you often do that? Do you find yourself aiming like?
Well, like, if you're out in the woods, if you go camping, which I do sometimes, you're there, you're squatting, and it's just like, it just kind of gets in the wrong place. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Any girls?
Like on the campfire or like on a s'mores or what?
Everybody knows what I'm talking about. It's hard. Even if you try to jut it forward to, like, get it out, it doesn't do it. I don't have a penis.
Finally, coming in at number 1 today and winning the internet is a car commercial for Western Pennsylvania's A&L BMW.
This is pretty awesome. The car dealership probably thought it was getting some real star pool when it snagged 4 players from the Pittsburgh Penguins for their latest commercial.
Yeah, what they probably didn't realize was that the players' skills on the ice don't necessarily translate to acting on the small screen.
No, it does not.
Here's your keys, Mr. Armstrong.
Right on. Colby, what are you doing here? I'm here to pick up my new BMW. A&L really took good care of me because of, who I am. You? Who are you? I thought they only took care of superstars like me.
Hey, guys, they treat everybody like a superstar. That's why I have one of each. Gina, take a jet.
A&L Motor Sales, serving Pittsburgh for 60 years.
Wow. You see McLovin in there? That was an order of appearance and acting suckage. Colby Armstrong, Max Talbot, Sergei Gonchar, I believe. And, one huge fan there.
Evgeny Malkin.
Evgeny Malkin, who was so bad they didn't actually give him anything to say.
No, but Max Talbot certainly has some moves.
Yeah.
Those were not my moves, by the way. To get your daily viral fix, make sure to head on over to g4tv.com/aroundthenet. There you can also sign up for the Around the Net podcast. It will bring you hope. Also syphilis, which, by the way, has a cure.
Yeah. No, actually, I don't think it does.
What?
No. Yeah, sorry. Had to rain on that parade. Right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley in the feed headlines.
Delicious. That's fine.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, there's more casting news for the upcoming G.I. Joe flick. Plus, the director of Spider-Man 3 is getting ready to take on some wizard adventures. And a new report says there are 1 million iPhones sold that are unaccounted for. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes. But first, back to you guys.
Mon, you remember the late 1990s?
No, not really.
Well, it was the time when Yahoo was the dominant search engine. You know what I'm talking about now? It outgunned Lycos and Alta Vista, even Red Caller, even Dogpile.
Yeah, I hear
Dogpile stand a chance.
I hear they're in big trouble right now. But then, of course, Google came and taught them all a thing or two about searching on the web, and some would say it's been pretty much downhill for Yahoo since. And by the way, Google's awesome. Who would love to work there?
Well, still, others argue that it's possible for Yahoo to turn things around by not competing with Google. So we want to know what you guys think. Is Yahoo on the road to a new beginning or a slow death of irrelevancy?
Pretty dramatic question.
Scandalous. Vote at our website, g4tv.com/AOTS, or text your vote to G4TXT 44898 to vote and register for AOTS live news alerts powered by Yahoo.
You guys are just getting started. Lots more ahead. Please stay with us. Kevin might die on air.
Oh, I'm dying now.
Now?
I bet it's done.
Here's what's coming up on today's Attack of the Show. Former web powerhouse Yahoo is losing ground with the internet, and we're talking about how they can turn it around in the loop. And we're reviewing Nicole Kidman's sci-fi thriller The Invasion and the 15th anniversary edition of Groundhog Day on DV Tuesday. Plus, if you're looking for total PC gaming control, then the fully programmable Belkin SpeedPad may become your new left hand on Gadgetron. We almost make it seem like this is easy when the attack comes back.
Attack.
Welcome back. Time to find out what happened to those 1 million iPhones. Here's Layla Kaylee with the only news. What?
That you need to know.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. It's time to start the feed.
Intended here in Hollywood, Apple.
The Feed with Layla Kaylee.
The G.I. Joe movie has found its Hawk, Duke, and Zartan. Actor Arnold Vosloo, who is best known for playing villains in The Mummy and 24, has been cast as the sinister mercenary Zartan. In addition, veteran actor Dennis Quaid has been cast as General Hawk, while rising star Channing Tatum will play lead Joe Duke. Tatum will replace actor Sam Worthington, who was originally slated to play Duke, but was forced to drop out due to scheduling conflicts with his role in James Cameron's Avatar. The G.I. Joe film is scheduled for release on August 7th, 2009. Sam Raimi is returning to TV with a new live-action ABC show based on Terry Goodkind's fantasy book series, The Sword of Truth. Raimi will continue his long-term collaboration with producing partner Robert Tappert, and the new series will follow the transformation of Richard Cypher from a woodsman into a magical leader who teams with a mysterious woman to stop evil. No word yet on any casting, but as always, we'll definitely keep you updated. A new report has found that 1 million of the 3.75 million iPhones sold have been unlocked to run on non-official networks. This means a lot of warranties are being violated and helps explain Apple's confusing sales figures over the past week. Many question Apple's reportedly high sales numbers since AT&T had only activated 2 million iPhones. That means more than 1.4 million of iPhones sold are unaccounted for, so it appears that these missing phones were sold and immediately hacked to run on other providers' networks. Our future overlords over at Google are rolling out some new ways to view search results as you scour the interwebs. For instance, results can now appear in a timeline or even map form. There are also new keyboard shortcuts that give you a more detailed left-hand navigation menu and a number of other views to allow you to zip through a large number of search results without the inefficiency of using a mouse. And finally, if you're tired of your boring old flashlight and how it does nothing but illuminate, then the torch from Wicked Lasers might be the tool for you. The 4100 lumen flashlight is being considered for the Guinness Book of World Records because of its ability to ignite paper, cigarettes, melt plastic, and even fry eggs. Sounds awesome. The downside is that the torch only has a 15-minute battery life. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Keep your iPod fed with all the news you need to know by downloading our Daily Feed podcast. Get it now at g4tv.com/podcast. I'm Layla Kaylee, and you've just been fed.
All right, thanks, Layla. Now it's time to go where all your hopes of television stardom stumble off to die. Well, not really. Kinda, I guess. It's,
yeah, a little bit.
It's a virtual audience.
First up, we're talking the season 4 premiere of Lost. Nuno, what are you looking forward to this season?
Well, I'm looking forward to this season. Is that like a lot of unsolved mysteries from the last season will be revealed or solved this season. More action, the return of Michael and Walt, and the tension between Locke and Jack.
Wait, isn't that exactly what Lost fans said for seasons 2, 3, and on and on? I mean, at what point do you give up on the show?
So I never really gave up on Lost because I'm a huge fan. So you're gonna
they're gonna keep punching you in the eye, and you're gonna still season pass them, essentially, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, at least you're honest about it. That's cool.
Hey, Nuno, come here. We'll punch you in the eye and see if you still want to watch our show.
Are you afraid, Nuno, are you afraid that the writer's strike is going to mess with the story at all?
No, I don't think I'm not afraid of the red shark that will take a toll on the series because they made 8 out of total 16 episodes. So 8 episodes is better than having none. So
that's true. And they could probably catch up in the meantime.
And this isn't a question, but I just want to say thanks for looking so sharp on our show.
Very well done.
We appreciate it.
Hey,
Snazzy
it's all for you, Olivia. It's all for you.
You son of a... All right, next up.
Just me.
We're talking Guillermo del Toro being in talks to direct the Hobbit films of all films. Justin, what do you think? Would his style be a good match for the film?
Personally, I'd like Toro to direct the Hobbit because, I mean, the level of creativity that this guy has is unbelievable. You look at, like, Hellboy and Pan's Labyrinth and, like, the cult following that those movies had.
Right.
It's going to be, like, really interesting to see.
Yeah, I agree, but there's something that Peter Jackson is coming on as a producer, as I hear, but there's something that he can't do, like that. I think that nobody else can do that Peter Jackson can do. But I got to ask you, what do you think the possibility that the story will be told in a different style than the Lord of the Rings trilogy because Peter's not directing?
Well, to me, like the Lord of the Rings, all 3 of those movies have like a certain feel, and this one should have a different feel completely because it's like before all of those movies.
Right.
So it's made by a different person altogether.
But The Rings has so many fans that, of course, are looking forward to this. You don't think they're going to expect a similar style? You don't think that fanboys on forums might explode if it doesn't look exactly the same?
Well, I think they should like accept the new style because if they want to go in the movie and feel like they're walking out with the same movie that they've already seen, I mean, how's that going to work?
I agree with you. I hope more fans are as open-minded. And Justin, may I add, not a question, you look snazzy. I like that attire. You're looking good, Justin.
Hey, Justin, was that for me?
Oh.
Yes, that's my boy. We're 1-on-1, sucker. It's anybody's race. Finally,
I quit.
We just learned in the feed that a little over a quarter of the...
Still want to be on TV.
A little over the quarter of the iPhones sold have been unlocked for use on non-AT&T networks. Mike, are you surprised by that at all?
Not really. I think that people want to have open flexibility with their iPhones and don't want to be burdened by extra costs for certain features.
That's true.
Now, okay, clearly Apple is missing out on the carrier payments. How do you think Apple would respond to this?
I think that they either attempt to crack down and start locking things down, or they put more security features on it to make it harder to gain access.
Mike, what kind of phone are you using there?
I'm using a Verizon.
A Verizon. No desire to switch to an iPhone?
Maybe in the future sometime.
Yeah, maybe in the future when they actually make it cheaper, the frickin' contracts are ridiculous.
Oh!
No, it's ridiculous. The contracts it's too expensive.
Well, that's
Google
why some
should come
people,
out with
that's why half the phones are going unlocked to go to like T-Mobile or something.
Yeah, and then I would get one maybe. But right now it's too much money. Singular, AT&T.
Wow. Well, AT&T's the new Singular. Remember that. We just learned the virtual audience a thing or two. Snazzy Dressers in that audience.
That's right, and one of them
Mostly
didn't do it for me.
No.
One did, one didn't.
2 of them did, actually.
Whatever. But there's something that you don't need learning to enjoy. That's duty-free TV.
Very true. Are you sick of your TV being boring and in English?
No, not really. I like English.
I don't like it boring, though. Get your fix of the world's wildest, whacked-out TV and G4's new nightly block of totally foreign shows. It's called Duty-Free TV.
That's right. The block features fan-favorite Ninja Warrior, plus shows unseen here in the States, Super Big Product Fun Show, and Unbeatable Banzuke.
Yeah, Super Big Product Fun Show takes a bizarre look at infomercials with demos designed to humiliate its human guinea pigs, and Unbeatable Banzuke's extreme physical challenges leave its competitors wishing they'd never been born.
You guys don't Duty-Free TV. It's G4's new nightly block. It starts next Monday night at 8:30 right here on G4. So go check out g4tv.com/duty-free for info and updates. There is more Attack of the Show still ahead, so please pace yourself. Take some water break. You're good, you're good.
Facing mass layoffs and a steep decline in internet popularity, former mega site Yahoo may have to start searching for a solution. In the Loop. And you'll only get one chance to check out our review of Groundhog Day, the 15th anniversary edition on TV Tuesday. The feed is brought to you by ITT, providing you a place to prepare for your digital future. For details about ITT Technical Institute, go to itttech.edu.
Hey guys, welcome back to Attack of the Show. Earlier in the show, we asked you if Yahoo was on the road to a new beginning or a very slow death. Well, according to our .com medical examiners, 64% of you said that Yahoo is dying a slow death. I know, Al is right, Kevin. Our debate captain, Mr. Pereira, is with some Yahooligans right now to talk about this thing.
Oh, you.
Right?
Wow. Was that? Wow.
It was in the prompter.
Okay.
It was in the prompter.
Okay, then not impressed at all. Thanks, Olivia. Yahoo's been a brand name for just about a decade now, but executives Well, if they don't turn their stagnant website around soon, it could be the next Pets.com. Yahoo is one of the most visited websites in the world, serving more than 3.4 billion page views per day. Now, with the looming threat of layoffs and the possible departure of its CEO, Yahoo may be facing a slow death at the hands of its competitors. Struggling to stay alive, Yahoo has diversified into a web portal and focused more on internet advertising, while revamping its mobile platform and acquiring companies Delicious.com and the highly successful photo-sharing site Flickr. But some tech experts agree that the only way for Yahoo to avoid its deathbed is to change its strategy completely, focus on the business of internet advertising, and stop trying to compete with Google. Can Yahoo breathe new life into itself, or is it destined to join the AltaVistas and Ask Jeeves of yesterday? Do you, Yahoo? It's The Loop. All right, my guests tonight are both in New York. He's an executive editor for PC Magazine. Jeremy Kaplan joins us. And Dan Ackerman, senior editor for CNET, is here as well. Welcome to The Loop, everybody. We're talking Yahoo because for nearly 10 years, Yahoo has really delivered a web experience to millions of people every single day. But in the process, they've made billions of dollars. But Dan, today, they announced that profits are down. They might have some layoffs. There seems to be this lack of focus. And I'm wondering, do you have any idea what happened?
Well, when you think about Yahoo, it's like one of the oldest internet brands out there as far as a lot of people are concerned. They invented the search engine. They invented webmail. But, what have you done for me lately? You can only cruise off that for so long.
Right. Well, they've got Domino's in their online gaming portal. I thought that would, help them expand into the new millennium, but it hasn't.
Only for 30 minutes.
Yeah, they serve 30 minutes at a time, just enough to get your ad fill. Jeremy, what do you think? Does Yahoo have what it takes to compete with the likes of Google, or are they self-destructing on their own? Is Google not an influence here?
I don't think that Google's really the big factor. I think they're way too concerned with what Google's up to because, frankly, Google owns the search market, and who cares? I don't think that's really Yahoo's strengths.
So what are their strengths then? Where did they go wrong?
What they have is this great social network. They have the Yahoo 360 thing, which is horrible, but they have a lot of other great social things. There's the groups, there's email, which is just fantastically better than the Gmail platform. There's a lot of things that Yahoo does do really well.
Right, but in the world of Facebooks and MySpaces, et cetera, I mean, should they just cleave off the 360, or do they need to revamp and integrate all those things into one Uber social network?
I think they just need to refocus on what they do best, and they just need to stop looking at these potential threats from out there in the world. Who cares what Facebook's up to? Who cares what Google's up to? This isn't really their forte. It's not their strength.
Dan, would you agree with Jeremy there? Do you think Yahoo's too concerned with what the other guys are doing?
Well, I think they call their Facebook knockoff Yahoo 360 because about 306 people signed up for it. I mean, they try to run in too many different directions at once. And if you look at their site, it's incredibly complicated. You have no idea what you're supposed to do when you get there.
Well, Dan, I thought a while back Yahoo did try to turn their site into sort of a portal destination for web surfers, but as it sort of grew, people used it only as like a pit stop on their way to other sites. Is there what should Yahoo have been doing? Let's play the 2020 hindsight game.
And they hired Terry Semel, they hired Lloyd Braun, and they tried to do all this video, and they tried to start like a game site and a technology site and a finance site, and people don't really go to Yahoo to get that kind of stuff. They want more of a service. They want to find what they want to find and move on somewhere else. They want to get their stock quotes or their weather, but they don't want to really interact with it and like live at Yahoo.
Jeremy, I'd like you to chime in on that same question, please.
Yeah, well, that's a good question, though. What do they go to Yahoo for, Dan? What do you think's going on over there? Why is Yahoo still, after all of these years, the #1 website out there? And it is. More than Google, more than MSN, it is the biggest website in the world. I mean,
you can have a lot of traffic, but you have to be able to monetize it. And what they're not doing a very good job at is monetizing that traffic.
I think what they're doing poorly is the business thing. They have a bad business model.
Yeah, exactly.
They have 12,000 employees, and they have an incredible amount of revenues, and still they're losing money, and people are talking about Yahoo being doomed, and your viewers were saying the same thing.
Right.
I think that's their problem, is just poor public perception.
Yeah, you think it's just bad PR at this point, that people think Yahoo's not cool and not getting traffic, so at that point they just avoid it because they don't want to be the odd one out that's still asking Jeeves?
They have been around for what, 10, 12 years now, and they are still the #1 site. They survived the .com bubble. They're doing great.
Well, Dan, a new strategy is focusing on third-party developers, trying to bring them in, trying to get, their wares on the site. Is that a good move for them?
That could be a good move if they want to, really streamline and not spend that much money themselves and get other people to spend the money to build cool things for Yahoo. But, as we saw in the fourth quarter stuff that just came out today, they're doing phenomenally badly financially. A lot of the times, you kind of hint that news is going to be bad, and then when it's a little bit better, you look like a rock star. Forget it. Today was just bad all over.
Right. Oversold, underdelivered, and now they're hurting. Well, today, Yahoo announced a new service called Yahoo Live, where the users can sort of create their own social broadcasting experience, kind of like like a Justin TV or an Operator 11 or a Ustream. Jeremy, is that a move in the right direction, or again, are they reacting to other sites and what everybody else is doing?
Well, a little bit of both, I think. It is a good move. I think that's a market that needs to be tapped into, and there aren't really a lot of big players. What do you have, Ustream, Ustream.tv?
Right.
Not really this giant in the market yet, and Yahoo has the potential to become a big player there. And I think rather than creating this new open platform, which is exactly what Facebook did, right, that's just following the market. Here they might be leading the market a little bit.
All right, well, I want to move on to the final word because I'd like to hear from both of you. And I'll start with you, Dan. 5 years from now, where is Yahoo?
Yahoo is in Bill Gates' pocket. He buys it and just redirects it to MSN.com.
Ouch, ouch. Did they come integrated with a new Vista service pack or something?
That's right. You have to download the Vista update even to get it.
That hurts. Jeremy, I hope you disagree with that. Where's Yahoo in 5 years?
I disagree. I think 5 years from now, Yahoo is exactly where they are right now, staying on top of the market. I think they have a lot of smart people. They do have 12,000 employees. Some of them have to have some good ideas.
Right, and I think
Yahoo
they're going to
has
have
the money
slightly less than 12,000 in the
things.
weeks to come, though, to be honest. We might have to adjust that figure. But in the meantime, I want to thank my guests, Jeremy and Dan, for joining us. Thank you, guys, for keeping us in the loop. Now, you know, after the loop, I actually, it's funny, I celebrate by ducking backstage for a stiff drink, and my enabler and my friend Olivia, she covers for me. So, Mun, you know, thanks.
By stiff drink, he means a juice box. But you've earned it, Kev. Now, Gallery 1988 in Los Angeles is hosting a very geeky art show called Under the Influence, a tribute to Stan Lee. Now, dozens of talented artists created pieces to honor the man. Blair Butler managed to control her geek out long enough, like Bruce Banner holding in a Hulk rage, to talk to Stan and the artist. And now you can watch the video at g4tv.com/geekout. And if you live in the LA area, the show runs until this Friday, February 1st. After that, the only place you'll be able to see it is on Geek Out. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be back if the G4 plague doesn't get us first. And Kevin, did you get your juice box?
We're trying to survive an invasion and dealing with a hilarious case of mistaken identity in Life of Brian on TV Tuesday. And with a programmable 8-way thumb pulling.
Welcome back, everybody. Here at Attack of the Show, you know, we consider ourselves cutting-edge journalists, you know. We get the answers to the hard-hitting questions.
Now, the things other news networks don't dare to ask about, like, I don't know, what's up with Japan?
Good question.
Japanese researchers are developing paper airplanes that will fly through space. A team from the University of Tokyo and Japan Origami Airplane Association is currently testing the strength and heat resistance of paper spacecraft, which are expected to withstand speeds of up to Mach 7 upon entry into the Earth's atmosphere. A date for when the planes will launch from the International Space Station has not yet been set. China's largest website has begun its Japanese invasion. Baidu.com has launched a Japanese language search engine in order to compete with Google and Yahoo Search. The Japanese Baidu search isn't censored like its Chinese counterpart, which has been banned for use in its own homeland. Shingon Buddhists performed an annual ceremony in the Oisan Nisenkinji Temple in Kamichimichi last week, which involved chanting beneath 6-meter-high waterfalls on the coldest day of the year. Around 70 participants took part in the ritual, which promotes good health as the temperature flirted with freezing. Japan's largest car maker has devised a way to keep its drivers awake. Toyota Motor Corp will soon begin installing cameras to monitor drivers' eyelids to make sure they are properly open. The cameras that alert sleepy drivers to possible collisions when their eyes are closed will soon join Toyota's pre-crash safety system, which already detects if drivers are looking in the right direction.
Think you have what it takes to compete on Ninja Warrior Store?
That's right. Blessed are the cheesemakers. Chris Gore is here to talk about Monty Python's Life of Brian, Invasion, and Groundhog Day. Check your clocks. It's TV Tuesday. Welcome back, Chris Gore.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone.
The man lost his phone in the airport at Sundance.
I spent the night, but I saw you on the plane. That was fun.
I did. You sat right in front of me. What a quinky-dink.
That was funny.
All right, let's get into it. First up, we've got the horror thriller, The Invasion. Now, this film is famously known for having massive reshoots after Warner Brothers didn't like the cut the first director turned in. Now, I don't know if you guys at the home know this, but they brought in the Wachowski brothers to majorly rewrite the film. But I got to ask you, is it noticeable?
No, I mean, you would expect they'd bring in the Wachowski brothers to make the action more exciting. And the story is just, they made it coherent and just simplified it, if you ask me. I actually am not a big fan of this movie, but I'm a fan of this story, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I mean, the original, the Kevin McCarthy version from the 1950s, which is about the invasion of the Soviet Union and about America's paranoia. This version is really about fascism, creeping fascism in America, you know, under the guise of sci-fi, which great sci-fi always talks about social issues. Not to sound boring or too thinky, but that's what this is about. So, but it just fails miserably just because the script is bad, and I think the actors are kind of fighting against it.
I did want to ask you about with the Invasion of the Body Snatchers and the Puppet Masters and all the other takes on the story. The film has been made so many times before. Does this version offer anything new?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's more reflective of what's happening today, but if you ask me, there's nothing on the disc. We can talk about the special features. No commentary, which is really needed here. There's sort of a mini documentary about the different versions of Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
So do you have a bottom line?
Bottom line on this is it's a pass. It's just, I want to save you time.
Okay, let's stop talking and go on to the next one then. It's a pass. Next up, we've got the 15th anniversary edition of Groundhog Day. I love this movie when it came out. Now, does the DVD offer anything new that warrants repeated viewings?
Funny that you say that about this movie, because that's really what it's about. He's reliving, you know, one day over and over, trying to perfect himself as a man. It's one of those Zen films. But there's really not anything new on it. What's interesting about it is Harold Ramis on the commentary, which is the same commentary from the original release. He talks about deleted scenes that aren't actually on the disc.
Oh,
so you would
a little annoying.
Exactly. You would think that they would go back and really. There's not a lot new on it, and considering that every 5 years they're going to be releasing it, I'm waiting for the 20th anniversary edition.
So what's your bottom line?
Bottom line, it's a rent.
All right.
It's a rent.
All right, next up we've got the 15th anniversary edition of Groundhog Day. See what I did there?
That's good.
I need a new joke.
I bet the writers thought that was funny.
I thought it was funny too. I wanted to sell it.
Cool.
Sold it. All right, let's talk about the immaculate edition of Monty Python's Life of Brian.
Yeah, again, this is another reissue. You know, these movies come out.
The DVD has new featurettes, including an illustrated. Let me get this right. Illustrated 110-minute audio recording of the screenplay that kept the cast sticking to the script while shooting the film.
Which is interesting, and they show the storyboards.
Because they're born improvers.
Yeah, I mean, which is a lot of fun to hear them say all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Monty Python fan, but I feel like if you got the original edition, it's just not enough. And to me, you know, I'm going to say, even though I'm such a huge fan of this movie and whatnot, it's coming down to a rent for me.
Oh, rent.
I know. I feel terrible.
Well, that's okay. It's your opinion, and we respect it, and that's why we brought you here. But you also brought a couple quick picks, right? Let's get to that.
Yes, I did. I've got two amazing quick picks today.
All right.
One, The Smashing Machine, which is the life and times of extreme fighter Mark Kerr. This is an amazing documentary if you're into the extreme fighting scene. And the crew is even at risk in this. I mean, it's a really intense documentary.
Wait, but let me talk about this for a second, though. Do they have anything, any extra specials on this?
Oh yeah. There's definitely extra stuff on it, and it's a movie, a documentary that a lot of people saw, and you definitely want to check out. And in this movie, Monster Kid home movies, fan films are so huge on the internet. These are Super 8 movies made by kids, and as adults now, they're doing filmmaker commentaries, hilarious Super 8 stuff. It's kind of stuff you know, I made as a kid. But this is a great DVD.
Now,
rare
someone was talking in the air just now. Did you do movies as a kid?
Yes, I did.
Is it that why you love this so much?
Yes, because I made awful Super 8 home movies.
Do you have any of
and
those?
Videos. Yeah.
We should bring one in and do a little viewing of it.
Feel free to embarrass me more here on the show.
That's what brought you here today.
Yes.
Do you have a pick of the week by any chance?
These are my picks of the week because this week was kind of an off week, if you ask me, for DVD releases. But these are worth seeking out. Smashing Machine, Monster Kid.
All right, sounds awesome. Well, thanks so much, Chris. And you guys, make sure to visit filmthreat.com for more movie info. And remember to always look on the bright side of life. See what I did there again? No? All right. We have lots more hem, including attendance-saving gaming device on TV's only source for all the stuff that you care about.
Coming up, never miss.
It is time for something very awesome. It is today's epic fail. You know, sometimes the internet has what sounds like a solid concept, but fails miserably in the execution?
Yeah, that's the story with this next video. It's an old man yelling at people to get off their lawn. And these guys, what they're trying to do is channel Adam Sandler. In the end, they end up just channeling an epic fail.
my lawn! Hey! Naked women! Hey, get off my lawn! Get off my lawn! Well, this is my lawn. You get out of my window. Oh, I took the green pills again.
Oh.
I feel uncomfortable. That sketch had, listen to this, had all the length of an SNL video with the laughs of a Mad TV. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, our producer, Scott Patch, loves himself some Mad TV.
Loves it. He's got a Nielsen box, so.
Loves
Not a lot of friends, but Nielsen box.
He is their demographic.
Right in the wheelhouse.
Scott Patch, focus audience.
Well done. It hurt to watch, but luckily, you know, we can find comfort in the fact that it's forever branded as today's epic fail. He really likes Mad TV, huh?
I know. It's too late. It's already done. What's done is done.
Has someone tried to talk with him? I mean,
he's actually watching it right now. He's watching on YouTube.
oh.
Lame.
Wow, that's sad. Coming up on the next Attack of the Show, Anna David is back on the streets of New York answering those sensitive sex questions, like how to deal with crossing swords. Do you really? I mean, you could not be in the vicinity of another man's penis. That would help.
I was at
That's
a
a good way to
restaurant.
avoid
You
it.
know those restaurants that have like kind of like troughs where men pee in for some reason?
Yeah, like the baseball stadium.
And in the women's restroom, like
do they have a trough for you guys, or just
No.
an open pit for you guys to squat around?
I could see into the men's, and this one guy picked up something like a $10 bill. It was
yeah.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
He had to shake it off. All right, Flash, it's nearly time to rock the vote, and so we will take a look at the best political blogs in Blog Watch.
Then on Thursday, we'll explore the Code of the Samurai as we look at the films Samurai Champloo and Lone Wolf and Pub in the Asian
For
Underground.
all things you guys saw today and more, go to keep listening to us on Class AOTN.
Good night, everybody. Be well.